Right, thanks for the trip, guys. Hey, okay, hello internet friends, Napyet here. We are back in Skyrim. I have come back from Solstheim because I thought, I was doing a little bit of running around and doing stuff without much thought, and I've given it some thought. Alright, so what I'm going to do is have a look at Ordinator and some skills in Ordinator Conjuration, because I think that will be very interesting, and I got some of the vanilla skills that I'd wanted with the Conjuration magic tree. Ooh, there's some music. And realised that actually the bound weapons that I wanted to use, I'm not that big of a fan of. It turns out I must have, they're my Ordinator perks refunded. So this is still Napsticks, who we were doing vanilla stuff with. I may return to Solstheim, but the other thing is I'm quite low level for Solstheim. A few people pointed that out, and I tend to agree. At one time in the past, I might have used that as a kind of a mission to survive the high enemies of Solstheim, but I'm kind of jaded and past that point where I feel like I need to prove that I can do something people say I shouldn't be doing. I'm not interested in doing that anymore, and it's just going to be horrible trying to do really high level content when you're too low. So I decided I'm going to come, we may go back to Solstheim when I'm a higher level with this same character. I don't see why we can't do that. Continue the vanilla stuff and have a look at Solstheim, or maybe go with Ordinator. But what I really wanted to do was have a look at Ordinator's Conjuration skill tree. I was messing around with Illusion with another of my playthroughs, which I'll put links to in the comments and so on. And now I want to have a look at Conjuration. That seems like a good thing to do. We'll skill up and have a look at some of those skills. Just Woundfirth is a good person to visit because with the
cooking and cleaning around the palace.
We've been playing around with this character, so he's already got some. I think he's level 10. And so we've got some skills to spend, some perk points to spend straight away. Woundfirth, so we can have a bit of privacy, my friend. We're going to have a look at what we can get here. So Ordinator has been added, level 11 with no problems. So that's a good thing to know, that you can be playing a vanilla game and then add Ordinator. The only other thing I've got is alternate start, so that worked kind of nicely. And I'm up to level 46 with Conjuration. With Ordinator, like all things Ordinator, it changes things, gives you options. So we can have a look through what we can. We've got some basic stuff which lowers the casting cost and the duration of the skills. Two basic ones there, but we've got Conjuration dual casting, which I think is pretty much the same as vanilla. Increases the effectiveness and cost. The Rat King is the first interesting skill that I want to get. When entering combat, creates 3 Undead Skeevers under your control. Their corpses can be raised, but they dissipate when combat ends. Use the Merciful King power to temporarily prevent this ability from activating. So I know that I want that. So that's going to be the first Conjuration thing. Like I say, unless Ordinator does something really... Shall we do... I don't want dual casting necessarily. I might pick that up at some point in the future. But let's get Rat King. Want to see what those Skeevers are like. And then let's have a look up here. Yeah, unless Ordinator, some of these skills do really interesting things to bound weapons. I'm not sure I'm going to go that way. Bound weapons spells now summon mystic weapons. More damage. Interesting. Bound weapons cast Soul Trap. I guess that's always good to have as a backup, and I do have those skills, so maybe grab those, but unless I'm filling soul gems, it's not a pressing matter, is it? Bound weapons banish Conjured Daedra. Turn reanimated undead and deal 100 extra damage to non-conjured Daedra. Void Burn. Bound weapons brand victims with unholy energy for 5 seconds, halting magicka and stamina regeneration, draining per second. When are depleted, the energy starts devouring their flesh, dealing 15 points of magic damage per second. Wow, this is a lot of stuff. Bound weapons cut through flesh and spirit, reducing magic resistance for 30% by 30%. Hollow binding reduces magic resistance by an additional 30% if you control a summoned Daedra or other non-undead minion. I'm not really going to go for those. It's so janky, isn't it, how you can't move around this map without wrong. Dark Whispers. Bound weapons induce a battle rage in their wielder, granting 20 extra damage. Make bound weapons better, I guess, is the basic thing. Brand a corpse by striking it with a bound weapon, or by delivering the killing blow with a bound weapon attack. The brand grants 25% attack damage and 100 points of health when reanimated or resurrected. Okay, undead and automatons cannot be branded. So that's what we can do with bound weapons. And I have to say, I'm not that interested. I'm not that interested. So let's have a look at Bone Collector. Now this is interesting to me. A whole new system added with Ordinator Conjuration, the Bone Collector. Find 11 types of bones on humanoid corpses. 4 bone altars are marked on the map. At a bone altar, convert one of each bone into a skeleton warrior. Skeletons do not count against your summon limit. Enemies can only temporarily defeat them. Destroy them. That sounds really good. So we need to find bones on humanoid corpses, then take them to bone altars, which are going to be on the map. Ravenous Dead. Reanimated minions receive a brief burst of health, dealing 200 extra damage for 50 seconds after being reanimated. The level cap or reanimation spells and effects is increased by 1% per mission level. Reanimated minions receive a burst of strength. Okay. Maximum number of skeletons increased by 1 for each 75 points of base magicka. This is the interesting stuff that I think. You loot 60% more bones from corpses and recover 50% more bones when you destroy a created skeleton. Created skeletons last 75% longer. May give commands to all skeletons instead of one at a time. Wow. Skeleton mages we can create. Conjure altar grants the conjure altar power at will, but summons a bone altar. We don't have to go back to the altars. Fire ritual, able to ritually burn one of each bone at an altar, strengthening all skeletons within 150 feet, lasts until the skeleton is destroyed and increases weapon damage. So it seems like these guys, these bone guys, assume control of a skeleton while becoming invulnerable. The skeleton does quadruple damage and takes half damage. Wow. You can control one of them. Alright, Puppet Master. While I am blocking, they take less damage. Deal 25% more attack damage when you are attacking, and their spells are 25% more powerful when you are casting a spell. So we could have basically a bone army. Grants the conjure altar power. Right, so that's where I'm going to focus initially. But let's have a look at the other skills. Preservation. Summoned and reanimated undead last 3 times as long. Or 20 times if you place Haggrave of Feathers in their inventory or use Dread Zombie or Dead Thrall spells. Reanimated undead also gain 500 armor for 60 seconds after being. Undead Crown restores 10 points of health and magicka per second to summon or reanimated undead. Reanimated undead is destroyed. Within 20 seconds, the attacker is stricken with Daedric disease that deals 40 damage per second. Yeah, we're going to go through all this so that we know what our options are in Conjuration. If your reanimated undead is destroyed while on fire, within 30 seconds it explodes, dealing up to 300 points of fire damage. So if we raise it, it immediately dies, it blows up. 5 times as much fire damage. It grants finer control over creatures reanimated with powerful reanimation spells. Dread Zombie, etc. Able to manipulate their inventory and equip items if they are humanoid, and they emit a glow when slain that can be seen through walls. The level cap of those spells is increased. Shock to life. If your reanimated minion is struck by a shock spell within 30 seconds after reanimation completes. It attacks 200 feet. Wow. Deal no damage to your animated minions with shock spells. That I really want that. I want to be able to shock these skeletons to do more damage. You could summon or reanimate one additional minion plus one additional minion for each 250 points of base magicka, up to 3 additional minions. Summon resist friendly conjured Daedra and other non-undead minions. Gain 50% magic. Atronach Conjuration, now called Potent Atronachs that are high level. Conjured Daedra within 75 feet gain additional spells on a 30-second cooldown. Okay, so we can give extra spells to the Daedra that we summon. This is all the Atronach and Daedra side of the skill tree. Edge of Oblivion, you can summon or reanimate one additional minion. Pact Magic Destruction. Alright, let's get going because we'll have a look at Daedra if I actually able to summon Daedra and other non-undead minions 5 times further away. We'll have a look at Daedra when I go for Daedra. But right now I know that I want to go for Bone Collector, which is collect the bones and we can summon them at altars. Dead. Maximum number of skeletons increased by 1 for each 75 points of base magicka. Oh, you loot 60% more corpses, bones from corpses and recover 50% more bones. Destroy. So that'll help us get the bones that we need to summon them at the altars. You may give commands to all skeletons within 150 feet at once. Let's do that. Can't go any higher here, that's 50. So that's what we've got so far. So let's go for the Ravenous Dead, which gives them a burst of strength when they're first reanimated. Preservation, summoned and reanimated undead lasts 3 times as long. Undead also gain 500 armor being reanimated. Yes. I mean, I think we could pretty much get everything kind of that we've got skills for. That's a good thing with having done the vanilla beforehand. You may give commands to all skeletons within 150 feet. I've already... Shall we go for the Mystic Binding? We've still got skills, that's all. But what I know that I do want Alteration also as a complement to Conjuration, because I want to be able to use one of these skills, which is Fancy Magic, not Wild Shrines. Quadratic Wizard. It might be Alter Self. You may choose 2 resistances to increase. What I was thinking was that when I was playing with my Illusionist, I had a spell where I could automatically cast like Stone Flesh and stuff on myself, but that might be from Apocalypse Magic of Skyrim. Might be the wrong mod. But Alteration is still quite good because you can get some resistances. Mage Armor, for instance. Protection spells like Stone Flesh are 100% stronger if not wearing. Geomancer, if wearing robes and no light or heavy armor, you take 30% less damage from attacks while charging or concentrating. A lot of decision making in this first episode, so you're okay with that. Whenever you cast a spell with one hand, deal more damage. Whenever you attack with a weapon, reduces the magic resistance of nearby enemies. Seeing if there's anything else that helps with basic sort of protection. When you gain an armor spell in combat or enter combat with an active... Sorry, I've got a really bad back at the moment. You become intangible on it. And when you gain an armor spell in combat, you become intangible and able to be affected by spells or attacks for 10 seconds or until you perform an offensive action. Let's grab mage armor. And we'll see what we can do with this stuff. Possibly not very much. But we'll see what spells Woundfirth has got for us.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true.
And we could probably see if he's got any skulls or anything that we can nick rather than having to find them. I hope they work if they're stolen, but he hasn't got any anyway. All right, Woundfirth.
My research, but take a look.
See what you've got. I definitely want some the only thing that he's got everything except Conjuration. That's fine. See what books he's got. Bound Sword I've already got. Candlelight. Conjure Familiar. Got it. Conjure Flame Atronach. That's my basic Daedra. I don't have unlimited gold though, so let's Courage, Fast Healing. Wards, Lightning Rune, Lightning Bolt, Mage Light. Oak Flesh. Stone Flesh have you got? Yeah, I want Stone Flesh because I'm going to go Wizard. Crazy Wizard here. I'm going to get Rhodes and I'm going to be the proper Conjuration guy. Shouldn't need Soul Trap. I'll use Conjuration Bound Weapons to do that. Okay, so that spell that automatically puts those skills on you is what I thought it was, which is Raise Zombie. We definitely reanimate a corpse. Right, let's grab those because I don't know exactly what I'm going to need
Strength
here.
and steel are well and good, but yeah, spells
And I'll just get some robes.
for those with the talent.
Restoration, 1,500. No, I'm not spending. We'll find stuff. We'll find stuff that's
Strong
useful.
sword are
So let's go for. Let's get these spells low.
wind.
Right, we've got our restoration. Our healing is ready to go. We're going to take the familiar off because it's rubbish, and Flame Atronach and Reanimate Corpse are all on. Take Soul Trap off. Sparks, may need that at some point. And Alteration Stone Flesh. Okay, Bound Sword, Bound Bow. Flame Atronach is on number 3. Raise Zombie, Reanimate Corpse. I think they are the same, but basically just... Oh, excuse me. Sparks, number 4. No, let's do Sparks, number 3. Then all our Conjuration is going to be 4, 5, 6. Healing is on number 8. And Stoneflesh is on number 7. Okay, that's good.
Mind wins wars.
We can start messing around now. We're going to go and find some bones. Ingredients. Should also say if anyone hears banging outside, that is someone building next door, having a
Stay out of trouble, lizard.
kitchen built. Look at this guy.
Don't need to pay me no mind. I'm the least important person in here.
Yeah, well, it's so important that you can stand staring at doors for a living, walls for a living. What is that rock going to do for you that you couldn't do out of your own strength of will, sir? Don't look to the rocks. Don't look to the rocks. All right. So bone altars are marked on the map. It says Dragonborn reach the Temple of Mirak. Ah, yeah. So that's Solstheim. Bone altar, there's one. So we know what they look like. Keep an eye out. There's another bone altar. Halfinger. Bone altar. What's half? I forget. Halfinger. Rings a bell. One. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Should be one more down here, probably. 1. 2, 3. Ah, I think it's... Is it there? The Windhelm Bone Altar, right? So it's right there, so we can go and have a look at it. How strange that it would be. I honestly, I don't plan these things. What's happened to you, my friend? Have you got any bones? No. No, but you have got a lot of gear here that I could just grab from you. Because some kind of combat's been happening. Sorry to leave you naked and... Oh, it's the cultist, of course. They're still here. I'd wear the cultist robes, I guess. Magicka, yeah, they regenerate faster. I'm not wearing their stupid... The good thing about wearing only robes is that I don't have to worry about covering my beautiful face, my beautiful Argonian face. With helmets, because the main thing is my armor. Armor spell. That's how I am strong. There we go. And no one in this world knows what a cultist looks like, so it's not like I need to worry about being identified. Look, you see. So I've gone from like sneak guy out in the to being a wizard dude. So medium armor to going robish. I tell you what we could do though. Let's go mental, because we're gonna need money, aren't we? I don't want to cheat. I think there's some down here. Look, ah, Viola, there's nothing you can do. She's gone. Viola, ah, don't put your hand there. You'll regret it. Oh. What's his bits? Yeah. Let's go and sell. Sell all this from the aftermath of battle. I got some money. I need some. I'm gonna sell weapons and armor first to blacksmith dude.
Working in Windhelm is great. I get to see Ulfric up close.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
What of mine will you buy? Iron battle axe. Well, all these so uncivilized, these weapons. Don't need them. Goodbye fur boots. Goodbye everything. Ah, yeah. I can't remember if his... I think it's his daughter? No. She doesn't sell things, but this cheeky high elf here, she will buy absolutely everything. She's easy that way. But I still like to sort it as I'm doing it. Oh, restoration costs less. Clothes, buy those. Silver ring. Bum, bum, ba, da, da, da. Take fireballs. I'm not even going to use those, and I've got that spell. Keep the honey brew because that's the cream of the crop. That's the really good food. Take the Yalsigur. Miscellaneous.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Keep up. Do I need my soul gems? They're always. You never know. I might find a really. Oh, maybe I can play the lute occasionally. Look at all these filled soul gems. It's so easy to fill them now. I've got my.
Thank you for your custom.
Bound bows that do that.
My father says we need to just.
Right, let's go and have a look at this bone altar.
It's that easy.
Even if we don't have any bones yet, I'm curious about the mechanics of it. I assume we get like a prompt to what we want to summon when we get there.
Go to thinking.
Is that it over
Beyond the
there?
Dragonborn.
So it's really somewhere around here, is
Know
it?
yet?
It's on the bridge. It could be on the bridge. Where's your bone altar? Got it? No, that's just a pile of rocks. Here, skeletons. Here, bony boners. Ah. Well, let's go the obvious way first and see if there's anything different in the landscape. We have gone past it. It says it's there. It could be underneath the bridge, I guess. Have a good search around here. Great. Fantastic stuff. Flotsam. We had to jettison it on our way back from Solstheim, you see. Too much ballast. We had to get rid of some. Very curious. Alright, let's have a good search around here. Ah, this could be something. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Aha! Here we are. Who are you? What are you doing down here? What have you been doing? Burning corpses? Hopefully we'll get some bones here. A hip bone. Left foot. Oh, that's nice. It gets us going. Magicka regenerates 75%. I feel like I like what I've got better. I think it's more unique. You need at least one of each bone to perform a ritual. One of each bone. Okay. So what have I got? I got hip, left foot, rib cage, right hand, right leg. Okay, so that's going to take a little bit of finding, isn't it? So for one skeleton, I need one of each bone. Okay, okay. This necromancer was in the process of doing it. Let's see if there's anything else around here. They've been nice to us and given us anything else. Now you see, the question is,
Yes?
do we have to kill like real people, or can we kill ordinary types? Ordinary types. Or can we kill like draugrs and things as opposed to ordinary types to get bones? It would make sense that, well, we are on the Horn of Jürgen Windcaller quest, which takes us into a dungeon. So we could do that and test out some of these conjuration spells. Raise zombie is reanimate a weak dead body, reanimate a powerful dead body. So there's no reason to really use raise zombie, is there? It's the same spell but more powerful. Reanimate corpse. So let's ditch that. If for some weird reason we need a spell that is less powerful, we'll do that. But reanimate corpse is 5. Okay. See if this guy goes crazy. Taking all this guy's gear off him. What about a burnt corpse? Can I do it? Nah. Come on. my first familiar is a real handy piece of work with his loincloth, which he just flashes before battle. We've still got the grate. Torch is going to be number 2 because that is our way of stopping confusing ourselves, you see. And then we've just got that there, and all this I learnt from people helping me out. That uses a lot of magic at the minute, which is no good. So let's drop that down. 50% less magicka to use that mage armor. You do need, I think, alteration as like a support magic. And maybe also I need some other support magic, which is restoration. Whoop. Don't want to dual cast restoration. Teaches 18 different restoration spell. Each fortifies a single skill by 15 levels. Teaches 18 different restoration spells. Each fortifies a single skill by 15 levels. I don't know what that means. When you enter combat, rapidly regenerate points of magicka equal to half of your restoration skill per second. This gradually diminishes over 15 seconds. The regeneration does not stop while casting. That's kind of good though, isn't it? What do you think? Yeah, let's do it. Because we will need magicka. And the other thing we're gonna figure out is that we are gimped from using the Atronach stone or whatever it is that's made my magicka regenerate really slowly. I have a little bit of extra magicka, but it regenerates real slow. So we're going to find a different stone, and in order to do that, what I might do is just fast travel to, there's the Atronach stone, which is a pain, to Riverwood, and then just go up the road and get the mage stone, because I know where that is. Let's just go and do that. The other nice thing is, I'm afraid to say, after so many years of so many videos, let's say, of doing like survival modes, it's really nice to just explore spells and not worry about having to survive. It's an interesting quirk and something to try if you've never tried it, but I do have to say I've probably had my fill of it at this point. I'll do it. I'm doing it with the playthroughs that I've got ongoing, but it's nice to be doing something different. I've gone the wrong way. I'm too eager to get off the road here. It's right along the end. Okay. So it doesn't seem to be working, does it? Are they attacking my skeevers? Probably. Yeah, there they are. Look. My skeever summons. Nice. Oh, sorry. What was that? That was my summon thing. Got the wrong skills on. Let me just twitch my change my bound bow to number 3. Very matronach is 4. That's cool. I like my little skeevers. They appear every time I go into combat, so that's good. Yeah, someone was telling me that there's a bug with the Atronach stone where it doesn't interferes with familiars and stuff appearing. So, and I've certainly seen that. Like there, I fired off my Conjure Atronach. Why is that not? Why is that not appearing? I don't know if that's to do with it. Mage stone, yeah. That's mage skill will learn that faster. Nice. Gods, give me power. So, I kind of like the. How do I put my? I forget sometimes how to put my arms away. Right. What was I doing? So I've got that was one thing I wanted to alter on the altar, and then I want to go for the Horn of Jürgen Windcaller. Fast travel to Solitude, and we'll go kill things along the way and see what bones we can get, and maybe keep an eye out for bones like in shops and things. But for right now, let's go and do a little bit of combat.
Proud Spire Manor. Now there's a fine home. Up for sale too. If you're interested, talk to the steward in the keep.
Will do. Yeah. Still using the bound weapons, that's fine.
Whoa. Magic.
Get lost. Oh, yes. Looking cool. Must remember to always put mage armor on. And then we get that little boost of magicka in combat as well. That's good. Hey. Whoop! Up! There's another one straight away here. Is this a stone that I can click on? I don't really know. No, you just get Death Bell. My pretties! Come, my pretties! Oh. So that's pretty good. And it's something you can get straight away, which I appreciate. The bone altar thing takes a little bit of time and investment, doesn't it? But I think that skill is a wise choice, just to have... They're not too powerful, but you immediately get a little bit of reward for making the decision. Right, I am going Conjuration. Ah, there's a standing stone here. We can see what it is. Let's see what it is. It's probably the Atronach stone again, isn't it? Oh, got to keep moving. Got to keep moving. Bad back, bad back. Did I kill you? Ventus stone. You're awesome. Very cool. I like that. That's it. What happens? Recover magicka faster, but are more susceptible to magicka damage. No, I just like the passive increase to learning spells. Stop messing with me. Stop messing with me. I'll take that. Oh. Dudes, how long do you stay around? I thought they vanished as soon as you exited combat. We'll soon see. It's going to be very cool to have an army of skeletons. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I don't know. It could be all in my head, but I just feel it's a little bit cooler than the basic. Well, no, it is. It is. The Skeevers make it better, and you immediately get a skill to make your bound weapons better. That's nice. That's nice. We'll get to the dungeon, then I'll call it for this episode. We'll see what happens along the way there, and then the next episode we'll do the dungeon, see if we get some more bones, see how we get on with the altar stuff. I mean, I want to get into the skills. I don't want to spend however many hours not with the conjuration skills and stuff. I anticipated you running that way. Well, it's zigzagging. Hit! Let's try one more. See if we can get this guy. Really long range. Yes! What a shot. Let's see if there's anything we can do with... I don't think there'll be anything we can do with elk bones, but... That was a pretty good shot, if I do say so myself. Somebody rip that out of the video and do it as a highlight. Right. What to do? What to do? Got to get to the point where, like, summoning a conjuration bow costs, like, virtually nothing. So we're going to get loads of enchanting stuff. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. At the point at which we get... Am I going the right way? That we get... Yeah, like the skeletons, really powerful. They start appearing. I might add more mods in. And, you know, if we've got 20 skeletons with us, then the basic combat on, I think it's expert, it's not going to be good. So I'll crank it up to legendary, see what happens. But that makes things bullet spongy. But you can add mods that make the game more difficult. So we'll counter it with mods and stuff. Oh, here we go. Shit. Alright, dudes. First conjuration battle. Yeah. Shit. Sorry if my stomach's rumbling as well. I've got a bad back and my stomach is rumbling. Left foot, left arm, right arm. Oh, that's good. So, basically... the thing that I was not understanding was that the kind of 11 bones in the vanilla game would take forever to get hold of. And, of course, the mod adds the kind of bones that you would need to loot drops. So that's how they get around that. That had not occurred to me. That's why it was seeming like I don't understand this. Ustengrav. And like random kills like this become like, so it hasn't populated that with bones. So maybe stuff that's already sort of in the world and randomly dead, it doesn't. Ustengrav. Let's check these as well. Yeah, no bones on that one. Stomach, stop rumbling. It's... Oh. I need to go and eat and then I'll do the next episode, I think. No good trying to do this while you're starving. And the thing is, it makes you rush as well. But my new way of doing videos is to agonize less about things. So this is the horn of Jürgen Windcaller. It is in Ustergrav. Right, I'm here. Okay, I forgot. I thought it was the one up somewhere else. Anyway, don't know what I was thinking of. All right, so because I'm hungry, I'll go and eat, and then I'll come and do the next episode. All right, bye, bye, bye.
Moving.